Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I'm already running so late. It is currently, let me show you, 2 past midnight. I should be reading right now. Let me quickly run you through my TBR before I start reading. Up first, The Upside of Unrequited by Becky, Albertalli. I've had this on my shelf for I don't even know how long. So long, too long. So I need to get this done. I've been wanting to read it for so long, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's a nice, easy contemporary, I'd like to think, and it's not too long. I think it's just under 400 pages. Next up, The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is a fantasy, I'm pretty sure. You know what? Don't trust me on the genres of this. I've heard so much about this, and wait for it. It's the best bit. It's floppy. Anyway, okay, this is just one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen, this edition of this book. First of all, like I said, it's floppy. Look at the colour scheme. I love like the green and the grey of it, and the silver. It's the silver, and then when you open it up, the first thing is this lovely map, and I can't. And even though last time I only managed to read 809 pages, and these two together 822. Let's put on another 470 pages to see if I can squish that in. Realistically, we all know that I'm not going to read all these books, but I'd like to try and get onto this last book just to beat my record. Last time I said I'd want to get 1,000 words done, and I don't know the chances of that, but I mean, I'll try. And that is the second book in the Remnant Chronicles trilogy, and that is The Art of Betrayal, also by Mary E. Pearson. Another just like, why aren't UK books like this? Anyway, I should really get to reading. Got my first book. I'm going to run downstairs and get a coffee whilst I'm reading because I'm just such a mess for time. So my mum is actually the best, and she's making me a coffee, a caramel coffee, and if you've seen my other readathons, you know that I love caramel coffee, especially the ones that my mum makes. Thanks, Mum. Love you. One of the guys in this is called Will, and that just made this whole book 10 times better. I'm really enjoying it actually, but I mean, just if you want to make me happy, just chuck a guy called Will in there and you're sorted. Not quite Will Herondale, but the name just... Oh, that's beautiful. I love you. Thank you, Mama. It is currently 12:44, so I've been reading for around 45 minutes now. Well, not quite, but 45 minutes since the readathon started. I'm on page 33. I've been taking pictures on my phone of pages that I've just loved, like lines that have just made me so happy or made me laugh. Some of the characters are so damn relatable, like so many things I've read, I've just either my heart sings and I'm like, oh my god, that's so pretty, or I laugh and it just makes me practically cackle, or it's just the most damn relatable thing I've ever read in my whole entire life. So far I've had already 7 pictures of just pages out of 33, and then I realised, wait a second, this is my book. I own a pen. I have the ability to annotate this right now. So I've got my pen. I'm going to annotate this book. First book I'm annotating ever. Like properly. It is currently 6 past 2 and I'm on page 113. I didn't expect to love it this much. I just really love it. It's so cute and relatable, and Molly is my favourite person ever. I don't think I've ever related to or cared about a character in a contemporary book this much ever. I don't think I've ever related to a character this much ever, and felt this much sympathy and cared this much about a contemporary character in just 113 pages. And also loving annotating it, it's the best. Annotating books, give it a try, I'm loving it. When I say that Molly is relatable, it means that I've written this about 50 times in this book now. No less than 5 pages later, yet again. So it's currently nearly 3 o'clock and I am nearly halfway through this book. Page 164, and it's very quickly becoming one of my favourite books of all time. Definitely up there as one of my favourite contemporaries. I love the characters. Molly is just my favourite person ever. Reed is just obsessed with mini eggs, and I'm obsessed with mini eggs. Like, mini eggs are the best. Mini eggs, like Cadbury mini eggs. If you've never had Cadbury mini eggs, I keep saying mini eggs. If you've never had them, I feel bad for you. Like, go get yourself some mini eggs. Even though they specifically say that the character Will is a redhead, he's ginger, okay, I can only imagine him with dark hair. It's not working. No, Will, dark hair, it's how it works. What's wrong with me? This book is so good. It is currently exactly 5:01 and I am on, so you see page 300, I'm on page 301. So officially I've been reading a page a minute and that's like the fastest I've ever read. So for 5 hours now I've been going a page a minute and I've got around 35 pages left, so I should be able to finish before 6, which is good pace, you know? Obviously I'm going to spend longer reading the fantasy books because contemporaries are just generally easier to read. I think that contemporaries are so great to read in one sitting. Maybe that's different for some people, but I just think the best books to read in one sitting are contemporaries, and the best way to read contemporaries are in one sitting. Last chapter. Just realised that whenever I read a contemporary book, I always imagine the kitchen and the corridor as you walk into the house exactly the same. And then the upstairs layout usually changes a little bit, and then the sitting area changes a tiny bit maybe, but I just imagine them all happening in the same house. I only just realised. Just now. It is currently 5:35 in the morning and I just finished the outside of Unrequited. I loved it so much. I'm gonna give it 5 stars right now on Goodreads. Finished my first book before the sun rises. Isn't that great? Update progress. I finished this book, 5 stars. Voila! Next book, here I go. Here I go. This book is so beautiful. It is currently 5:57 and I haven't read more than 2 pages. I have just been on my phone procrastinating like I do every single time I do this readathon. I need to get to reading and I finally decided I'm gonna sit down and read. Wish me luck. Let's hope I don't start procrastinating again. Since I last filmed, it's been about 10 minutes and you guessed it, haven't read another page. I promise, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now, I swear. Hey Susie. Hey Nelly. It's really early, but I want food, I'm hungry, so... And oh my god, there's been a blizzard, right? And look, there's actually snow outside. It's been snowing these past few days, and that hasn't happened in so long. It's just... I get so excited. There's not going to be any more, I don't think. It's getting warmer now, but it was so cool while it lasted. Guess who went to see Hamilton? Me. It was so good. Isn't my phone case the absolute best? Look at this now. I put my ticket behind it so when the glitter goes away you can see it, and I think that's just amazing. Okay, look at that! Reading sprint in 2 minutes for 20 minutes, and that is going to give me a chance to actually get into this book because it's always the beginning of fantasy books when you don't really know what's going on that's the hardest to get into. Good morning. The reading sprint finished a little while ago, maybe 10 minutes ago. I'm on page 21, so I did make reasonable progress. This book has very mixed reviews, this series in general, but the edition of the book was just so pretty, so I bought it. It's worth a shot. If it's got mixed reviews, there's still a chance that I'll love it. The thing is, this has been the most tired I've ever been going into a readathon, and usually I don't get this tired until late evening, and it's not even 7 AM yet, and I'm so tired. If I put my head down on my pillow and close my eyes for more than 30 seconds, I will fall asleep. When my family wakes up, I'm gonna have another coffee. This readathon started so well, like I thought that I'm doing so good. 5.5 hours finished a book, and then it's been an hour and a half since, and I've read 20 pages. Why does this always happen to me? I've got this little, it's the space between the 2 books where I just need to sit down and process the previous book, but it's just, Chapter 5, and got a reading sprint starting in 5 minutes for 35 minutes. Hey all, it is currently, let's see, 9:07 in the morning, and let's just say that my reading hasn't been going the best. I'm currently on page 86 out of 486, so I've got 400 pages left, and keeping in mind I started this book at 5:30. Realistically, I only probably started reading it at around 7:30, and then I've only been non-stop reading it more or less since 8. According to my calculations, I've done some maths, yet again, who would have guessed? If I read non-stop till midnight at the same pace I'm going now, I will get 1,000 pages done. Not quite what I'm looking for. I was hoping to get a bit over 1,000, you know, just to be in the safe zone, because I've also got to practice violin today and do a bunch of other things. I'm just gonna have to pick up my pace, and I'm going to take my phone out of my room because this is what has been making me procrastinate. I've just been picking up my phone because it's easy to look at when you're tired then a book. So this and my laptop are leaving my room, and I'm just gonna sit down and read and see what I can do. I've brushed my hair, as you can see, finally sorted myself out a bit. I'm a bit confused by this book just because I think that, like, basically there are two characters that we get chapters from their points of views. We've got a main character and we've got two other characters, and when it's in the main character's point of view we don't know which one's which. I don't think I'm meant to know, but part of me is like, Hannah, did you just miss it? Did you just miss the part where they told you who's who? But no, I'm not sure, so I think that's the point of it, and if it is, that's actually kind of cool, but it's also putting like me on edge because I'm wondering who's who do I trust. It's ugh. This book is messing me up because I don't know who's who. I think I know who's who. I know who's who. Okay, not gonna lie. It looks like I was meant to know who the characters were from the start. Like, I just made lists of all their different features, and I just realised that in their first chapters it gives major clues as to who's who, and just because they never say it outright doesn't mean that I'm not meant to know, and I swear to God, I'm so dim. Anyway, it is 10:15 and I'm only on page 97. Ay, mamma mia, I read so slow. I'm officially confused again. I think I'm meant to know what's happening, but I just don't. Because I don't want to look it up in case I'm not meant to know. I don't get it. I've come to a conclusion that may end up being very wrong, which is that I'm not meant to know who's who. But if I'm not meant to know who's who, then that's hello, Nelly. If I'm not meant to know who's who, then I'm so confused because how am I meant to keep up with the plot, you know? Oh God. Anyway, I haven't been reading for the past, I don't know, 10 minutes because I've been trying to figure this out. And I want to go get a bag of crisps because I'm peckish. I think I know who's who, I think. Nala. I saw. I'm trying to read my book. Nala, what do you perceive for yourself? Oh, no. Oh, ow, that hurt. I have got 1.5 hours until I'm halfway, and I'm nowhere near 500 pages. Going at my pace, I'm not going to get to 500 in time for 12, and then even if I do, there's no way that I'm going to get to 1000 if I keep reading this book and then The Heart of Betrayal. So I'm going to decide at the end if I want to go straight onto The Heart of Betrayal, if I want to read something easier maybe. Getting really into the story now. Like, I've been reading for so long and I don't want to stop. So it's taken me, let's see, I'm on page 148 right now, but for around maybe 20-30 pages I've been really into the story, so that's good. It's picking up the pace. I still don't think that I'll be able to get to 1000 pages if I finish this and go straight onto The Heart of Betrayal, but you know, I'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to enjoy the story. I'm really loving it. I haven't been reading at all this year, so getting back into it has been great. Chapter 28, page 200, and it is currently 11:12. I'm really enjoying the story of this. The further it goes on, the better it gets. I'm so tired. It's literally 12:25 and I'm falling asleep with my face in my book. Ugh. 1:10 and I'm officially halfway through this book. This last scene that I just read, this last chapter just gave me life. It just makes me laugh so much. Did them for a bit too long. They smell so good! Back to reading. So stupid. I can't be the only one who's done this. It is currently 4:02. I've got around 123. I hope to finish this by just after 6, hopefully. If I keep reading non-stop at the pace that I'm going, I should be able to, which is great. I loved the chapter that I just read now. My rating for this book, I've been thinking about it, has been jumping around. At first it was going to be a 4, and then it dropped down to a 3, and I was like maybe even a 2.5, and now it's jumped up to a 3.5 again because I read the great chapters and I'm like, oh my god, it's so good, and then I have just around 4 or 5 chapters of just, oh my god, why am I just being dragged through this? Like, the good chapters are really good, they're worth it, but some of it can just go a bit slowly. Anyway, the next time I talk to you, it'll probably be because I finished the book. I'm going to reward myself with curry when I finish this. So I know I said that the next time I'll talk on the camera will be when I finish the book, but it's currently 5:25 and I'm on page 399. So I've got 87 pages left of this book. I'm going to finish a bit later than I thought I would, and then I realised that I need to practice my violin today and practice my piano, and I need to eat. So I've decided that rather than going on to The Heart of Betrayal, I think I'm going to reread I'll Give You the Sun by Giant Nelson because I love that book so much. I would like to finish by 6:30. Before I could have finished by 6, but I just, what are you looking at? I just didn't really read fast enough, and I don't want to rush through it because it's the end, you know, you want to be able to take your time when you're reading the ending of a book. It is 5 to 7 and I just finished it. That was the biggest cliffhanger I've ever read. Okay, second biggest cliffhanger I've ever read. Now I really want to start the second one, but I'm not going to, I'm going to wait because I'm going to want to read that non-stop as well, and that's just not going to work because then I'm not going to go to sleep at midnight and I need to get my sleep because I haven't slept at all last night. Yep. That was so good! That was actually so good. Some people really don't like it, but that end! That's getting 4 stars. At the end, just after finishing it now, I'm like, oh my god, 5 stars. But I know that throughout it I was considering giving it 2.5, so there were definitely things in there that weren't, you know, top quality, so 4 it is. I need to put this back on the shelf. I don't remember where it went. Did it go here? I think it went here. Here we go, I'll Give You the Sun. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat, and I'm gonna play a bit of piano. I think it's too late to play violin now. I just want to say real quick, look how adorable my lock screen and home screen are. So this is Ty Blackthorne, and that's his list of words that he uses to calm down. And then I literally rearranged the whole way that my phone is set out so I can have the Kit's list of words too. So I've put everything in the top two and I've put them all in these folders. You go from Ty to Kit. Just under 4.5 hours to read up to page... Who is it? Who is it? Okay. Susie. She just straight up knocked my book on the ground. What do you have to say for yourself? Susie, are you kidding me? Oh, stop being cute. It's so annoying. Chop my book on the ground. It is currently 1 to 8, and that means I've got 4 hours left of this readathon, and I've got to get through 178 pages of this book in that time. And I mean, I'm going to be having to pace through it because I underestimated how many words are up a page. I didn't realise the writing was this small, like, so... I mean, worth it, but... So I've got my snacks to prepare me for the next 4 hours. Last time I did this, I'm pretty sure I had a plate of cheddar cheese. This time, I've got a bit more for the unhealthy option. First up, a bucket of hobnobs. Look how it's just full. In there, I've also put a cream egg because, I mean, it's basically Easter and cream eggs are the best. I'm sad that I don't have any mini eggs because I ate all my mini eggs, but cream eggs, just as great, you know? Drink-wise, I've got this Innocent super smoothie. My parents got me this because they know that I love this drink, so the only thing is I'm only allowed to have half because I need to save half for my sister who also really likes this drink. According to my maths, I won't get 1,000 pages done in time. And I am at the point where I read the same sentence over and over and over and over again and nothing processes. Currently 9:35. I am on page 75. I need to get to 187, so I've got just like 112 pages in just under 2.5 hours. I think that I can get 1,000 done in time. It's currently 25 past 10. I've got another 70 pages until I get to 1,000 pages, but I am so tired. I don't know how much I've done in this vlog. In previous 24-hour readathons, I've done other stuff during the day, but today's just been sitting down and reading all day. But I guess that's the point of it, so so tired. So basically, it is 2 to 11, so I've got an hour left. And I was taking my time thinking that I had ages, and now I've got to read 50 pages in 1 hour. That's not gonna happen. Hopefully I can do this, so let's go. Da, 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 da. I am so tired, but I read a total of 1,002 pages. I got to the place that I thought was my 1,000 page mark, and then I realised that the Kiss of Deception starts on page 3, so I'm like, well, I gotta get another 2 pages, and then I got another 2 pages on top of that, so technically I read over 1,000 pages today. Well, yesterday, technically. That's absolutely insane. That's crazy. And they weren't like easy books, they were young adult books. You may find that easy, but it's like not children's books. I read a children's book last time, so I'm really proud of me. Last time I got 800 and something, like 809, and this time I did nearly 200 pages more. Damn, I'm proud of me. And if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Thank you for staying till the end, I guess. All of my social media will be linked down below and my other channel. But I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.